Our welcome to selection. Going to be expected to meet the standard each and every day.
The Joe Hippensteel Method.
I'm Robin King. I am CEO of the Navy SEAL Foundation. We are a national nonprofit that supports the Navy SEAL community through more than 30 programs, including our veterans, our active duty, our Gold Star. When we first met Joe, it was really interesting because, he was always referred to as the stretcher dude. And I think when someone has a nickname like that, it's hard to understand the value of what it is that they do. But Joe had been going into the teams, into their human performance kind of facilities and into the teams in general, and teaching these guys about the human body, advancing their understanding of what they can do to ensure that they stay healthy and how they can work through injuries that they have, and many times avoiding surgeries that someone else had suggested or said they required.
There's a lot of discussion during these seminars, which is great. We want you guys to be able to share what you've felt. So we encourage that.
The Navy SEAL Foundation really started saying, hey, this is important enough that we're going to support it. And the community comes unglued on that Joe is that important. It's all about stretching. It's about flexibility. It's about understanding, the muscles of the body and the tendons and how they're all interrelated. I have heard about guys just sweating it out over there trying to stretch and follow what Joe is telling them, learning about how they need to stick to it to improve their own ability to stay in the fight, which is ultimately what these guys want to do. We really are mainly supporting the active duty with Joe's work. There are many, many veterans who still work within the community, even when they're no longer active. So a lot of civilian retired SEALs. And I think when people know Joe is at the command, they wander over and make sure they get a dose of what he's teaching.
Tension is the enemy. We have to be able to control that. Kids don't have these kind of injuries. Adults do.
But I know the guys that are really vocal about how it has changed the way they approach their own human performance. It's really fascinating. When you go to a doctor, and we've got a lot of quality doctors, and I'm sure they're really giving the best advice they can. When somebody finds out that they have avoided a surgery because of working with Joe, that's significant to the active duty service member. Nobody really wants to be cut on if they don't have to be. And people who know people who avoided surgeries just want to partake in what Joe is offering so that they can make sure they stay as healthy as possible. The fact that Joe has been around for 10 years, still having a large group of people come and want to participate in his sessions, I think that says a lot about the quality of his work.